You are tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Share this live, share this live. Y'all see, we got the VP in the building. VP Shane, what's going on, bro?
Everything's all good. I'm trying to keep that ice cube like my fair Charles right now. So
Yeah, we try and keep the game face on, but we got a good show today. For the people that don't know, we are supposed to have our bro, Cruse, the Hitman, Stewart on today. So we're gonna wait for him to pop on in. But in
tomorrow,
the
talk about the rundown for the week. What we have for the rest of the week.
Yeah, so what we have for the week is basically we have obviously Cruz tonight. We have Evis and Gabu tomorrow. We have Jason Phillips from out of Iowa on Thursday, and we have Pacino Hill out of Iowa on Friday. So we got a nice lineup, and then we got some surprises for next week. Keyword is surprise. So y'all gonna have to make sure y'all keep up with us. And there goes the Hitman. Hold on a second. Let's see. My bro.
What's good?
What's happening with you? How the babies? I hear
Good,
the
man.
babies
Sorry I'm
back
late,
there.
man.
No, you good. You
Yeah,
good.
they in the shower right now.
Okay, okay. Hey, listen, man, it's a pleasure to have you on, man. Well, you family, so um, it's a little different.
Thank you.
I got my boy Shane with me.
What's good, bro?
How you doing, Shane?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I've been keeping up.
Hey, he be keeping up. Exactly.
Yeah.
I just told everybody we got a bunch of people coming on. I got Jason coming on Thursday and I got Chino coming on Friday, bro. But we had to start off with the big bro.
Make it a family affair, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Cruz, I know we went through this before, but we had like some technical difficulties before. But for the snot noses out there, just introduce yourself. Just give them your background.
Okay, I'm Cruz Stewart, the Hitman, aka in the ring. Um, I'm 8-0 with 6 knockouts. I just previously fought early February, making my Salita promotional debut, and my fight was very successful. Um, that ain't the first nor the last Salita will see of me, nor the
Right,
world.
absolutely. Um, Hold on, we got some people in the comment section already. Performance, mental training, said Cruz, Hitman, Stewart.
What's
Um,
good?
he said, yeah, it's the Hitman. So you got some fans up in here already. Um, can you
Thank you.
give us a little bit of background on how the Salita Promotions deal happened? Did you have a kind of an inkling that it was going to happen? Was it kind of a surprise, or how did it go? Like, take us behind the scenes of that.
As far as, sorry, you was breaking up.
My bad. Just as far as the deal with Salita Promotions, can you take us behind the scenes on that? Like how did that come about?
Well, that came about last March, uh during the COVID was my previous last fight, and I had a pretty good showing on the ShowBox undercard, and everything went well there, and I believe Salita threw the show, I want to say, and his handlers saw me, man, and shot my name to him across the table, man, and they were interested, and fast forward to 2021 February, we just pretty much auditioned for
Okay.
him, and that here we are.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you a question, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Was there when you were signing to Salita, was there anybody else on the table, like any other major players in terms of that was looking to get your name and stuff?
By any more promoters?
Say it again. I don't know if
Go ahead,
that's
Shane.
my signal or what.
No, I was saying, was there any other fighters or any other promoters that were looking to get your signature or getting you to sign to their company outside of Salita?
Hey, Cruz, you want to move to a different spot?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move to a different spot. I'm gonna take you off. Just click the link again, bro.
Okay.
All right. That was Cruse, Hitman, Stewart. He just gonna move to another spot. We was having some technical difficulties. We can get in the comment section real quick though. L Dub Boxing, my bro, what's going on, man? Big shout out to L Dub Boxing. If you're not subscribed to L Dub, definitely subscribe to him. Great channel. We got my bro, We All From in the building. Hold up. I got my We All From shirt. Definitely go holla at him. Matthew Murs on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have Cruz back on in just a second. He's trying to find another spot to settle in at. But for the people that don't know, he's just signed to Salita Promotions. 8-0, 6 knockouts. He was on Showtime right before COVID hit. He's gonna be a future world champion. He's gonna be a future world champion.
Well, I'll say to those in the comments as well, if you don't know anything about Cruse Stewart, it'd be best if you ask your questions so you do get to ask. Like, Jeff's gonna literally read the comments through to him so it can be answered. So if you don't know, you want to know, because what Jeff said is quite a bold statement for him to be a next world champion, but he's already signed to a major, in my eyes, a major promotional company, and he's been on. Him being on, was it like his second Showtime appearance or his third Showtime appearance?
Second
Showtime appearance. You know, I feel like, I mean, he's already in the right environment to have a successful career.
Yeah, and the thing is, the thing with Cruz is the reason I say that, yes, that is a bold statement, but the reason I said it is because of his extensive amateur background. He has one of the most extensive amateur backgrounds you're going to find in the sport of boxing.
Which he probably will explain.
He will explain that. He'll definitely, when we get him back on, that's what we're going to go into.
What I find even more interesting is the fact that he's been in the sport. He's been pro for a short period of time, in the sense that he's only had 8 fights.
Yeah.
But in the COVID times, for a fighter to get 2 fights during COVID, you know, he's in the right hands, definitely. For a young fighter, you want to be active. And if you're fighting 2 times in an environment like this, you have to take your hat off to him.
Right. Yo, bro,
can
you
you
good?
hear us now? Can you hear us now? Seems like he's struggling.
Yeah, he's still trying to figure it out. Let me get in the comments real quick. Performance mental training, well-deserved signing, future champion is right.
I've never seen performance mental training. I've never seen
performance mental training. Definitely subscribe to the channel. When you look up the Hitman when you Google the Hitman, you see me. You know what I'm saying? You see me. How we sounding, baby?
Check. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yo, good, Mike. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Okay. Don't your ass move, all right?
I won't move, man.
All right, cool. The question I was gonna ask you, bro, was there anybody else on the table when it came to promotions? Like, was it just Salita Promotions, or was there anybody else?
That I'm aware of. No, not that I'm aware of, but you know, man, I'm 32 years old, man. I can't be too picky. You know, I gotta I gotta get it how I live, you know.
Absolutely.
Before you came on, what I was saying to Jeff was, for a fighter who's only had 8 fights, to get 2 fights during the COVID time, that's to me, that's that means you're in the right hands. Because for a young fighter, you want to be as active as possible. And for you to have 2 fights in the COVID time, I want to, like, whoever's controlling your management, they definitely got you in the right path, definitely.
Yes. I credit that a lot to my manager, 1-2 Boxing, man. He's doing a terrific job at moving guys and keeping us very active. But also too, that has a part to do with it. But the second part of that is it's the guys that I have been beating that is making me more credible, you know.
Right.
You know, I don't have no time to waste, so you know I'm pretty much on my Lomachenko move. I got to come in and start knocking off the top of the crops, you know.
Well, if we're on that topic, then we might as well go for it. Who in the middleweight division does Cruse Hitman still want next? And I want all the names. Tell me who you want next.
Man, you know, you come across my table, it is what it is, you know. Hell, it could be Jeff G5 TV and Shane, you know.
You listen, hold up. Cruse, if your name crossed my table, I'm turning that shit down. I'm letting you know that right now. I don't want no problems. Absolutely no problems. Hey, bro, for the people that's listening, if you want to get questions in, definitely put them in the chat. We'll get them over to Cruse. Cruse, can you explain to people how extensive your amateur background is for the people that don't understand?
Please do.
Yeah, man. Where should I begin, man? I pretty much, you know, I've always had a pro style, man, since I started the sport of boxing at 11 years old. So, you know, that made it tough for me to actually win a national belt. But I've always came in top third in the country every rip, you know. But man, I had over 400 fights, 80 losses. I beat the best of them and I lost to the best of them. You know what I mean? So, you know, it ain't no secret. You know.
Who on your resume in the amateurs can we say that you beat?
You put me on the spot, man.
Bro, tell them who you fought. Give them some big names.
Who you fought? That's a better question.
I fought Danny Garcia. We fought in the finals. You know, we fought in the finals in the national tournament. I fought against China and Brazil. Got invited for England. Man, the list goes on, man.
Who was you on the Olympic team with? Maybe that's a better question.
It was a 2008 squad with Gary Russell, Wilder, Javier Molina. That squad, man.
Who else was on that squad?
Andrade.
Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali was on that squad, right?
Saddam Ali. Yeah, Saddam Ali.
Was Andrade on that squad as well?
Was Andrade on that squad?
No, he wasn't. I don't know where he was, but no, he was on the squad though.
You just didn't know where he was.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He must have knew Cruse was on the squad.
He knew you was on the same Cruse.
Yeah.
He knew you was on the scene, bro. Let me get at these questions real quick. Mang213 said, keep grinding and learning your trade, Hitman. Success will follow. Appreciate that. King Louis says, salute. We got to find out who this performance mental training is. They showing you mad love on here. If
that's that's my mental health coach. That's Lord.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Bro, we're looking for all types of guys on the channel. So mental health trainer,
mental health.
Yeah, she's credible too, man.
She can come on. Listen, come on the channel. Come holler at us. Jeremy Jacobs said, "Old man." He said, "Make moves now." Absolutely. He said, "Canelo, go get him." Hey, man, Cruse will take that fight.
Hey,
Cruse will take that fight.
I ain't turning nothing down.
Absolutely. Mang213 said, Hitman, besides yourself, who are your top 3 middleweights in the game now?
Good question.
Oh yeah. I like Charlo. I I used to like Triple G, man, but that'd be more of a fight that I'll be looking forward to. So,
Hey,
uh,
yeah,
I
you
like
got it,
Andrade, and I'm hoping to see some new blood come around though, man. So hopefully some new blood come around, man, that I can say that I like, to where I give them that third spot.
bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. For the people that don't know, if you don't think Cruz is stamped, his amateur background alone means he's stamped. When you on the same squad with Gary Russell, Saddam Ali, Deontay Wilder, and those guys, like you're stamped. So for the people that's new and never heard of Cruz Hitman Stewart, like he's stamped. And I'm going to take credit for this. When you Google Cruz Hitman Stewart, you see nothing but me and Cruz Hitman Stewart. Interviews the whole nine, man. So we attached it to
Right.
hip. You understand
I
what I'm
was
saying?
gonna say, 1 second. I was gonna ask Cruz a question.
Go
You
ahead.
brought up two good names, which was Andrade and Charlo. Who do you see winning that fight if that fight took place?
I like Charlo due to Andrade's inactivity, man. That's the only reason I would give it to him.
I get
Andrade's
that.
supposed to be on the show too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
You're
to.
ruining.
I'm
You're
gonna
ruining
sneak you.
surprises.
I'm gonna sneak you a link so you can get in there and challenge him on the show.
That's
You know what I'm
whatever.
saying? Fish and Yeast said smoke weed every day. Hey, listen, man, you do what you do. Said Cruz, this is Lori. Cruz beat anyone you put in front of him. Lori, you can get on the show. You can get on the show. That's real talk. My bro Mike Patterson is in the building. He said, hell yeah. Mike Patterson said, happy birthday, bro. Happy belated birthday to you too.
Oh,
good
happy
brother.
birthday, bro. I didn't even know it was your
Thank
birthday.
you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Mang213 says, say that third spot for yourself, bro, as far as the middleweight division.
I'm a person who loves to see young fighters. I like when young fighters are confident. You clearly have confidence. You're willing to take any fight. And I like fighters who are in a rush, who are willing to get into the ring quick. I've got a name that I'll throw in your direction. And based on the fights that I've seen, I've only seen the ones on YouTube. What do you think of Willie Monroe Jr.?
I liked him, man. I liked him in the the contender, man. I was watching him then. Real finesse, real slick. If he had some power, man, that dude might be scary.
So how does Cruz do against Willie Monroe?
Keep it a bean, bro. Keep it a bean. Either you gonna say it or I'm gonna say it. Go ahead, Cruz.
Man,
what round you stopping him, man, Cruz?
I'm coming to take your head off. It's simple as that.
Oh man.
Hey, this was my old saying that got me through the amateurs. When guys be slick like that, when in doubt, Sean Porter that shit out. You know what I mean? Hey, we gonna turn this into a fight.
I like that.
I'm gonna win ugly on Monday to look good on Tuesday. You feel me?
Ooh, yeah, man. I like. Hey, Cruz. I'm gonna have to steal that one. Yo. I'm gonna have to steal that one, bro, for sure. Jeremy Jacobs asks, how often do you need to train?
For guys like, for what?
Jeremy, can you elaborate on your question?
I think he means in general.
Just in general, like, do you train all the time or?
Well, I suppose, to be where guys need to be, I suppose you're supposed to train like as if you is on the upper echelon, you know what I mean?
Right. Oh, Shane, let me get this out the way real quick. Cruz, I know you were supposed to. There was Clay Collard was a name that was supposed to slide across your table. Can you explain that situation to people, because he was like Top Rank's darling for about a good 6 to 9 months?
Yeah, he was, man. My manager thought that was a good situation for me, which which I thought it was. And all, I'm not gonna say he ducked me or whatever the case may have been. I entertained that. I just said, we ain't looking across the ring from each other, So, the people that are watching can take it, for what it is. I'll let them decide on why that never happened. But I like the
Right.
matchup though. I wanted to be the one to bust that balloon,
The thing that's crazy. Did you watch the fight that he lost?
No, I did not. It
I
wasn't
remember
surprising though. That was
Cruz. I called you and it went right to the machine. I called you and I was like, "Yo, bro, that's supposed to have been you in there
yeah.
taking that dub, man." Like, also, let me get through these comments real quick. Lori said, "Heck yeah." Mang said yes. Jeremy Jacobs. Jeremy Jacobs said, any upcoming fights for you?
My manager entertained May or June for
Okay.
what he said.
Any network or another build up
Uh,
fight?
I guess Showbox. No, Showbox. We'll be in Showbox,
I mean,
Connecticut. I guess.
with you being signed to Salita Promotions, it would have been good if he can get you on maybe a Clarissa Shields card or a Darren Ennis card. What do you think of that? Like, is that a possibility? I mean, you being on the next Darren Ennis card would be a good one, hopefully.
Yeah, man. Anything that get me in the ring to showcase my talents is what I set out to do. Is a good card,
What
because
what's the
I'm fan friendly.
Absolutely.
I
Go
was
ahead,
going to ask
Shane.
you a question. At your stage of your career, because as you were saying, you're literally trying to speed it up. What's the most important thing? Is it the high profile fights or is it the legacy fights? Is it the fights that are the biggest names or is it the fights that are probably like to line you up for a world title? What's the most important thing?
Well, there's many factors to that question because I'm 32 years old, so a lot of what I'm doing right now, guys will be doing this in their 20th fight. You know what I mean? Because they have that time. So pretty much my last my last two fights were pretty much my high profile fights, man, because I don't have that type of time.
Right. So you just trying to you getting the biggest fights possible ASAP.
Correct. Because and what helped that situation, I said my last two is pretty much my last three. Uh
Yeah.
old boy from Milwaukee that I knocked out in the second round, he just fought in Atlanta against Money Powell. And he actually ended up going to a split decision loss against a guy in that caliber. And
And I thought he won that fight. I'm gonna keep it
a
100.
lot of people
Somebody
a
sent
lot
me
of
the
people
fight,
did. A lot of people did though. That's not the first I've heard
and
that.
you wiped him out in the second round.
Correct. Moving up to
And
weight class.
moving up 2 weight classes. Hey, Cruz, that segues into my next question. You actually had Joey Spencer come across your table, and I know a lot of people know Joey Spencer. Can you explain that situation?
Yeah, man. My manager entertained that. He put my name in the running for him, and I actually like that matchup. We were fighting in here in Minnesota, uh, down the street from the house, man, and for whatever reason, once again, we ain't looking across the ring from each other. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
you know, um, at the time he was 154. He moved up to 60 now, so he can come knock at my door again.
Hey, man, we gonna definitely promote that. Lori said Cruz hardest worker in the gym. It's an absolute fact. And that's the most popular man in Minnesota, not Jamal James. Is that correct, sir?
I'm getting buzzed, man. I'm getting buzzed.
Hey man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Um, listen, Cruz, I have a surprise for you.
You did
Actually, yes, Shane doesn't even know, so he's gonna be surprised as well. So we're gonna announce on the channel, and we're branching out into different things. The next time Cruz the Hitman Stewart straps him up and gets into the ring, one of the sponsors will be G5 Jeff TV. Sure. So Cruz, we gonna have to work out some details and all that good stuff, but we will be sponsoring Cruz on his next fight. It ain't nowhere else on YouTube where you're gonna interview somebody and somebody gonna tell you, hey, we're gonna sponsor you too. But that's something we've been cooking up for a while.
Nice.
That's
I
something we've
like
been
that,
cooking
man.
up for a while. And the second thing, June 19th, will you be in the building for I think Chino's gonna be fighting, Jason's gonna be fighting.
Yeah. Yep. I think cause my bro will be on that card too, T Woods. So
Right. And
I'm making a special guest appearance.
and you know what? So will I.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
so you gonna have
That's
to
dope.
show me a couple of spots. You have to show me a couple of spots out there. We got some comments in here. My boy Fats Classic is here. What's going on? Blaze Philly 215. He said, what's good, fellas? Blaze is in the building. Sorry I can't get on with y'all. But I will say this: Jamal Charlo is losing his mind about this David Benavidez fight. Do you think Jamal Charlo should go up to 168? Or he should stay where he at, Cruz?
I think I think he's did enough. He can do what he want pretty much. Al Heyman don't force these dudes to do nothing. So, pretty
Right.
much, these dudes do what they want. So he's got the frame, the size to do so.
Hey, Cruz, on this show, I like to throw out trap questions. So that was a trap question for you. I was hoping you said, yeah, go ahead and drop the belt and move up to 168 so Cruz Hitman Stewart can fight for the vacant belt.
No, I wouldn't want to fight for no vacant belt. I want to be able to beat the champ.
Yo,
I love that. I love
that, yo. I love that. I love that. I love that for sure.
Are you a person? You see how you're looking for the biggest opportunities? Would you move up a weight or move up 2 weights to? Obviously, you've done it before, but would you to fight like a really high profile fight and risk? I have to say, risk losing your.
You get a shot at 168. You taking it?
I'm no stranger to it. Yeah, I'll take it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Mang 213 said that's awesome. Yeah, that's family right there, man. Let me tell y'all a quick story about Cruz real quick, right? So the first time this is not the first time Cruz and I have interviewed. First time we interviewed was after his fight against Martez McGregor. And that was last year on Showtime. He had his twins that week. Couldn't get no sparring partners that week. Didn't get no sleep that week. His manager had a kid that week. Still went in there and won a what was it, a 6-round decision? 6-round decision.
Correct.
And got a knockdown, correct?
Correct.
So Cruz. Yeah, so Cruz something different. And I knew Cruz's family when he told me this. He said, G5. He said, yo, we gonna get this interview done. He was like, now listen, I'm gonna have one baby in one hand and one baby in the other, but we gonna get this interview done. That's how I knew Cruz was family right then and there, man. But listen, Cruz, we're not gonna hold you anymore, bro. Listen, it was an absolute pleasure having you on. Of course, I'm gonna call you. We'll work out the whole sponsorship details and all of that good stuff. But is it anybody you want to shout out before you get up out of here, Cruz?
Man, I just want to shout out everybody in the comment section, man, that took the time out to hear, listen to what I had to say, man. That's a blessing, taking their time out their day to hear what us little people have to say.
Hey, man. listen, at the end of the day, the little people gonna be big people soon enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the
And
goal.
you're gonna get support. You're getting support from Philly, of course, Minnesota, Iowa, Midwest, and Shane from the UK. So you know Shane got
Thank you,
connects. So
Shane. Thank you, Shane.
you know what I'm
You're good,
saying?
bro. You're good, bro. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely.
yeah. So you know, Cruse is family, man. But on behalf of VP Shane and myself, man, we appreciate you jumping on, Cruse. And you know, tell the babies I say what's up, tell the missus I say what's up, man, and we gonna catch up with you soon, all right?
Good
All
luck,
right,
man.
y'all
Good
take it
luck.
easy.
Good
Y'all
luck.
take it
Good
easy.
luck.
All right, Cruse.
Good luck. Good
All
luck.
right.
All right, bro. That's my bro, man. That's my bro. Cruse a Hitman Stewart, man. You know, he a monster at 160. He's a monster at 160, man. And it was great to have him on.
What I want to see from Salita, and this is me being honest. I mean, again, he's very lucky that he's not lucky. I won't even say lucky. It's very good that he's active and he's fighting often. But I just want to see if he's willing to take risks, throw him in the deep end. If he's willing to do it, you see my point. I hate when this is the thing you have it one way or another. So in England, especially with Eddie Hearn, he throws his prospects in the deep end straight away.
Yes,
It
he
would be
do.
dope. It would be dope if Salita just puts him in there and sees what he can get out of him. That. I just want to see when a fighter is willing to be brave, give him a chance to express his bravery. And
Yeah,
fortune always favors the bold, man. Fortune always favors the bold. I
absolutely.
mean, how much 8-0 fighters is calling out Golovkin? That's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the thing is, for the people that miss Cruz, we definitely gonna chop this. We definitely gonna chop that up and drop a couple of videos, couple of segments on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We gonna try. We could probably chop that up in about a good 5 or 6 good clips, for sure. So you know, big shout out to Cruz and Hitman Stewart. Performance mental training, mental toughness right there. Showtime fight was hot. Definitely. Lori, definitely follow us on Instagram. Follow
We
me on
try to get different type of people on the live, and seeing as how you're the credibility that you have, I have a million questions. Like at least you have
yeah,
a 15,000 dissertation on mental health and boxing.
yeah,
So it'll be dope if you came on.
we definitely would like to talk to you, Lori. I'm G5F TV all over the place, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Um, I'm all over. Shane is I_am Shane1. You can reach out to him on Instagram. But we would love to have you on. We're covering boxing from all aspects. It's not just fighters. We're talking to coaches, strength and conditioning guys, guys that do the
Glove
pad work,
maker,
glove makers, cut men. It could be a guy that's undefeated, or it can be a guy that got a losing record. We could
could be an
have you.
announcer. It could literally be. You could even be a fan. You could be
It
the
can be
guy
an
selling hot
announcer.
dogs outside.
Absolutely. And we'll get you on, like, for sure. Um, King Louis said, I'm gonna look Cruz up. Definitely look Cruz up, man. Like Cruz a monster. Like, and the thing I like about Cruz is not Cruz. Cruz has had the same style for a long time, but Cruz can actually box. He got like a great jab. And usually a guy with a great jab and great power usually means success.
I
Usually
mean,
means success.
I personally would, when I saw him, I wouldn't want to see him move up to 168. I wouldn't want to, even though 168 is a very bad division in terms of the quality. The reason why I wouldn't is purely and simply because 168 they have a lot of. Cruz isn't the tallest 160 pounder,
Correct.
so that extra size and that extra power and that extra muscle at 160 he'll be bulldozering a lot of fighters. At 168 the dimensions are a little bit different. I'm not saying he won't be successful because he probably will, but it's more about being smart as well as being brave in it.
Yeah. he would be he's basically a bully at 160. He's basically a bully at 160 because of that jab and because he's stocky, but he got grown man strength, like for real.
Yeah,
Like
real
man
grown
strength,
man.
like he's he's putting shit down. Like
I
go
mean,
look up.
a lot of young fighters, they try to keep it pretty. It's just straight wrecking ball with him. You know me, one of my favorite fighters is Alan Babbage. In terms of watching, and
Yeah.
he would remind me of a middleweight Alan Babbage.
Yeah, he's an absolute monster inside of the ring. But you don't get on the same Olympic team with Gary Russell and Wilder and all them if you can't box. So he can definitely box, but why box when you can run over somebody? You know what I'm saying? And it was good. It was really good to talk about him because we had one of the greatest to ever lace him up pass away, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. So it was kind of ironic to have Cruz on today. But definitely rest in heaven to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. If you have not seen it, I did a Marvin Hagler tribute on the channel. That's a must watch. If you a boxing fan, if you're a Marvin Hagler fan, and you just want to salute the real, you gotta watch that. You can catch it on the YouTube channel. You can catch it on it's on my Instagram as well. Um, he's one of the best to ever do it. He's one of the best to ever do it. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's actually in my top five all time in terms of favorite fighters. Um, he's just an absolute legend. At the end of the day, so it was really sad to see him go. Um, but Cruz represents that middleweight division. And that was a division that Marvin Hagler dominated for a long period of time. Bernard Hopkins dominated it for a long period of time. Kelly Pavlik had his run. Jermaine Taylor had his run. Like it's middleweight 160 is legendary. It's legendary, and it's always
Even
been legendary.
it's crazy because me personally, I look at it and I go, to start your career at 160 normally means that you move on to greater and bigger things at different weight classes. Everybody you mentioned there had success at different weight classes. When you look at Golovkin though, Golovkin spent his whole career at 160 and never once moved up. He fought a lot of guys moving up to fight him, but he never once moved up. So it depends on what cloth you're cut from. And that's kind of why I hold certain fighters, especially fighters of the past, at a certain, credibility. Even someone like Charlo and Andrade, they moved up to fight at 160.
Yeah. And the thing is, they didn't have to. That's the key point. Like they didn't have to, and they wanted to do that. For Jamal, he didn't have to. He didn't even have to fight J Rock. He could have just dropped the title and just moved up. But it just goes to show his competitive spirit. And Andrade moved up to get bigger fights. So he's supposed to be on. Hopefully we can make that happen after his fight against
Everybody go on Instagram and Twitter and DM Andrade and say jump on G5 Jeff TV. Everybody go and do it.
Absolutely. Hit him up, man. Tell him he need to be on with G5 and VP Shane, and if Boxing First Vlog is available, he need to be on with us. Like this is the place to be. Absolutely. But we got a lot of action going on actually this weekend. We got Beterbiev fighting, which is one of our favorite fighters in the game right now. Definitely the best at 175. Do you think ring rust is going to be a problem for Mr. Beterbiev going into Saturday, Shane?
I remember when we spoke about this before. When we speak about power punches and fighters who spend a lot of time outside of the ring. It takes them a while to find their power and get back into the swing of things. With that being said, someone like Beterbiev, they don't really rely on timing. Like, it's not really timing where he gets knocked out. He's just literally just brute force. He can punch from any distance and generate maximum power. That's something that I guess you can't change. So I don't think he's gonna have a problem. Plus, the opponent that he's fighting, he's not gonna have to do much looking for him. You know, if he was fighting a mover, then I'd probably say he might struggle and it might take him a few rounds. But those who are watching, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be like a second round knockout.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna have a problem. I don't see it going past 4. In my opinion. To be honest with you, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna say it right now. 3rd round stoppage. For Beterbiev. I don't see it getting 4 rounds. I don't see it getting.
Beterbiev's reached a state. Obviously we kind of know what's gonna happen. Good luck to Joe Smith when Joe Smith fights Vlasov. But we know Joe Smith is probably going to end up fighting Beterbiev, and the winner they'll probably try to make fight Bivol. I feel like with Beterbiev, he's very similar to Cruse in the sense that he's 34 years old.
Right.
It's time to get there's no time for the breaks. You know, you've lost a year of your career because of COVID. You literally have to just put the pedal to the metal and go.
Yeah, whatever the biggest fight is, he needs to take it. So if I'm Beterbiev, you get through this fight this Saturday, you should be looking at possibly Gilberto. That's a big fight. Bivol unification, that's a big fight. Joe Smith, if he gets a victory in April, that's a big fight. I ain't even gonna lie. As crazy as he is, Jesse Hart will probably take that fight if they offered it to him. That would be a big fight for Beterbiev. So
as much as I like Jesse Hart, and you know Jesse Hart,
that's not a good fight for Jesse.
I'll tell Jesse, bro, and I keep it real. If Jesse Hart was here right now, I'll tell him you should move back to 168.
Yo,
I feel like he would be title at 168.
Yo, Jesse at 168 would give Caleb Plant hell.
Bro, he was a good fight at 168. I just feel like
it's really good.
When he moved to 175. I mean, he got the knockout of Sullivan Barrero, which I thought was good. But the size of these guys, you know, these guys physically are so strong, and they were physically stronger than him. He's a person who likes to be fleet of foot. He likes to be good at moving. He doesn't like to get hit and stuff like that. These guys, they don't care about getting hit. Other than Bivol, these guys are just walking through the front door and not paying no admission fee. I leave the average, Joe Smith Jr., Beterbiev, these guys don't pay admission fee. They don't care what you got, they go in through. And that's why I'm like, if he moved to 168, there's so much guys that I would see he would give a good what? I mean, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, who else is out there? Benavides,
Plant, Anthony Durrell. I'm sorry. If Jesse Hart went back to 168, that instantly puts him top 5.
This might sound crazy, yeah. This might sound crazy, but I give him a better chance of beating Canelo than I give probably Plant, bro.
Yeah, because Jesse has a certain level of athleticism that Canelo would have to deal with that Caleb Plant doesn't have.
Canelo struggles with anybody who's athletic.
Yeah, and he's a mover.
When he's carrying that weight down, bro, he's just gonna be. He's gonna be, even when it gets up close, he's gonna be able to smother a lot of Canelo's work. Like, I remember when he fought Zurdo Ramirez, and Zurdo Ramirez is a clean inside fighter as well. And when he was out on the outside, he just made it hell for Zurdo. It was just because Jesse Hart doesn't like to fight. He likes to fight up close as well. But if he kept that long for 12 rounds, he wins that fight 12-0. So That's just the way
Yeah,
Jesse Hart fight. But if
and
he was to fight Canelo, I'll give him a good chance because his feet is he'll be able to run laps around
he will
Canelo.
run. Yeah, he will run circles around Canelo. I gotta call Jesse too. We gotta get Jesse on. It's just date and time with Jesse, man. Jesse, that's a family right there. So we definitely gotta get him on. But we gotta talk him into going back down to 168. Because he literally told me the only reason he was going to 175 was to fight Joe Smith. He was going up there for no other reason. So I don't even want to see him back at I don't even want to see him back at 175, to be honest with you. I know his dream is to get a Joe Smith rematch, but it's so much he would have to do just to even get close. Like that had to be a gift for the heavens for him to get another fight with Joe Smith. Like that's just a ship that's probably never going to come back his way again. But if he goes back down to 168, Jesse Hart, do you think Jesse Hart is one? Do you think he's top 5 at 168? If he drops down to
I mean,
168?
in terms of ability and talent, of course he
That's what
is.
I mean. Yeah.
But when you look at credible names, like me personally, Jesse Hart is still a credible name, and I'll just feel like what he can achieve based on his ability, because he will go down to 168 and someone dumb will think, oh, this is Jesse Hart. He got beat by Joe Smith. Let me take him on. And they will end up losing. He'll be able to get a big fight because they'll make a dumb mistake trying to fight.
You know what would be a great fight? And I haven't heard nobody mention this. If Jesse was to go down to 168, I don't think they're dumb enough to do it, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Edgar Berlanga,
I knew you
Jesse
was going to
Hart.
say that. I knew you was
Edgar
going to say that.
Berlanga, Jesse Hart, 168.
I wouldn't even take that if I was Jesse Hart.
Why?
Reason why I wouldn't take that is because Edgar Berlanga's a young kid. And even if you school him, because he's not going to knock Edgar Berlanga out. As much as I like Jesse Hart, he won't knock him out. Or unless he takes him into deep water and drown him. If you go 12 rounds with... Yeah?
Which could happen.
It could happen. It could happen. I mean, he's knocked out guys who's more credible than Berlanga, but I don't know, man. I would actually like to see Jesse Hart travel. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd like to see Jesse Hart travel.
To the UK?
UK, I would like to see that. Or I would like to see Jesse Hart versus Jacobs.
That's a good fight. I didn't think of that. That's a good fight. Jesse Hart, Danny Jacobs. That's a good scrap.
And Eddie will put some money in his face as well, because Eddie likes to throw money away. So
yeah, Eddie will definitely throw the bag. He'll definitely throw the bag at him. But we got to get Jesse Hart on, man. We got to get Jesse Hart on so we can talk.
I mean, as soon as you know him more, obviously you speak to him on Instagram and stuff. You need to get that done, or send him this live, or just a clip of this live.
I'm gonna send him. We gonna end up chopping this live up something crazy, because we definitely got to put the Cruse clips out there. For the people that miss Cruse, Hitman and Stewart, we had him on. Hold on. YSM says Shane looks like Franklin from Snowfall.
I don't know what that is.
I had to show you after the live, man. YSM, something wrong with YSM. He got issues.
YSM's always trying to call me out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. YSM, if I go to America, we're gonna have to set up some pay-per-view event or something.
YSM versus VP Shane pay-per-view, man, coming your way. That's the family right there, YSM. But yeah, we got a lot coming up. Matter of fact, we gonna close this one out. But we're gonna give you a recap of what we got coming up. Shane, you want to tell them what we got coming up?
So yeah, tomorrow we got the former European champion Iverson Garby. The reason why that's so significant is for those who don't know, Lawrence Okoli's fighting for the WBO cruiserweight title of the world, and obviously Iverson has shared the ring with him with Lawrence Okoli, so he'll be able to give us an insight on that. But this guy's been around the block, trust me. So he has a lot of stories. I'm telling you, like, he was in the Mayweather gym and everything. So he has stories to tell. Like, he's been around boxing. So if you want to know about certain things that are hidden, he's an open book. Ask all the questions you want. He's been there, he's done it. Like I'm talking about in England and in the States. You know, so definitely tune into that one. You got Jason Phillips that's Thursday, right?
Jason Phillips on Thursday.
On Thursday. This guy's like an enigma to me because there's so much mixed emotions about this one guy, but they say all publicity is good publicity. So if you have something positive to say, hopefully it's something positive to say, put it in the comments. And if you have something negative, at least let him defend himself and come out there and whatever you have to say, put the comments down so he can. When I mean negative, I mean whether you like his fighting style or whatever. That I don't mean negative like slander or anything, but like give him a chance to defend himself or whatever. He had a controversial fight, so those who thought he lost that fight, put the comments in. Those who think he won the fight, put the comments in.
The comments in. Exactly.
He's an enigma, and then after that, you got Pacino Hill on Friday. The reason why that might be a good, I mean, he's supposed to be fighting very soon, isn't it? So
he's fighting. Actually, both of them are going to be fighting on the same night. So we're gonna let them. We're gonna let them announce that on Thursday and Friday. Pacino Hill is, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's 4-0 right now. So we actually have a lot to talk about with Pacino Hill because he's had a lot of things happen in his boxing life since the last time we've talked. As far as Jason Phillips is concerned, we got a lot of questions for him as well. You know, his last fight was at 147. You know, we got to find out, is he trying to stay at 147? Is he going to go down to 140? Can he get down?
I've never seen him in real life.
Right.
But he reminds me of those who do know a lot about as a hardcore boxing fan. Jeff will know who I'm talking about. But those who do know, it reminds me of Alfred Jones III. Where Alfred Jones III, he fights at 130. But you can clearly see he can fight at 126 or even 122.
Yeah.
Because he's just so small. I mean, certain people I've seen in real life, and I'm like, how do you even fight at that weight? You're way too small for that weight class. He just looks like one of those guys. He just looks too small. He doesn't look much bigger than me, and I weigh 135.
Yeah, the thing that's crazy. When I first seen him, he reminded me of a lot of people don't remember this, but Roy Jones had a protege that used to fight. He used to try to emulate his every move inside of the ring, and that was Derek Smoke Gaynor. He actually reminded me of Derek Smoke Gaynor when I first watched him, just from the physical build. But I think Jason probably could fight at probably 135 if he got the right strength and conditioning coach, nutritionist, and all of that. So we got a lot to talk about as far as Jason Phillips is concerned. We got a lot to talk about with Pacino Hill. And Gabu's coming on tomorrow. That's going to be epic. Definitely got to stay tuned for that. Hold on. We got Shane. YSM said Franklin is actually British too. Yeah, he is. I'll show that to you after the live, Shane. DM3, what's going on? What's going on? Big salute to you, DM3. DM3, you came in here kind of late, but we're gonna chop this live up, and I'm gonna we're gonna have these joints on YouTube, clips of the Cruse interview. Basically, Shane, I'm gonna chop it up and I'm just gonna drop the whole Cruse interview like all in one shot. So
drop it on Instagram as well.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it on Instagram, we're gonna drop it on YouTube. But we are gonna be back tomorrow. Before we go, I definitely gotta shout out my bro, BoxingFirst Vlog. Big shout out to the homie. Definitely go subscribe to his channel. The link is right there. I'll leave it up for a quick second. Big shout out to YSM Sports Media as well. That's the bro. And we busy. Like, we are extremely busy. Definitely follow us tonight going into tomorrow. So you can get the Ngabu updates. and we're gonna go from there. But Shane, give them your social media, bro.
I_am Sheen the number one. That's my Instagram.
On Instagram, make sure you are following the VP. For me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything is G5 Jeff TV. Again, for the people that missed Cruse, Hitman, Stewart tonight, we will be dropping the entire interview on YouTube. We're going to be dropping it on we're going to drop it on Facebook. We're going to drop it on Instagram as well, just so you guys can see it. 8-0, 6 knockouts. Same Olympic team as Wilder, Gary Russell, Saddam Ali, Demetrius Andrade. He's a part of that camp. He's going to be really, really good. He's going to be really, really good. But definitely keep up with us. We got 3 interviews coming this week. Ngabu tomorrow, Jason Phillips Thursday, Pacino Hill Friday, and we got surprises for you next week. We have surprises for you next week. We got heavy hitters next week. We will announce them this weekend, so make sure that you're following us on all the social media platforms so you can be informed and you're not surprised when they actually jump on. So, VP, you got any final thoughts, bro?
No, I'm good. Just keep your comments coming in, and that's it, bro.
Absolutely. So, on behalf of the VP, Shane, on behalf of the General BoxingFirst Vlog, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, we are out.